We're now joined here by Barry Jennings, who's just still with us. That was interesting there, Anne saying about the ladies' final, county final, 24-a-side at the Waterloo. How do you think that compares to how the men do it, on two venues?
I think it's an excellent way to do the competition. I was up there 2 years ago with my wife when she played in it, and it's quite right. The atmosphere is first class, and you do tend to get the teams together, and it's a real good day.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because with the men, I mean, we won it in '96, and I remember we won it till we played the T-Thaves and beat Warwick Worcester that day. And we were there till 8 or 9 o'clock before the rest of the team come to join us.
That's
right,
and
before you could sort of get together and really celebrate. So it is a good idea. I know it's one of the points that was brought up, I think, at one of the development meetings that I attended recently. So it might be something to consider for the future.
It's a good format to look at, and as has been said, we need to look out to the Waterloo. We need to look after the Wembley Bulls.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, Barry, we'll be coming back to you in a moment. We're moving on to another guest, a guy who's actually took the game by storm so far this year. The last count he's won 5 tournaments, and it's still April. When I spoke to him the other day about joining us tonight on the programme, he said he'd probably be sitting in a lay-by in Cardiff or somewhere. Now, it sounds a bit dodgy, but Chris Brown, where are you?
I'm actually at Upwood Services on M42, so I'm not too far away from you guys, really.
You're not? Okay, so what was all this sitting in lay-by? Just Kerry know all about this?
Oh, pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so how long have you been curb crawling?
Not long enough, obviously.
Anyway, Chris, what's going on? 5 tournament wins in April. What's happened?
I'm not too sure, really. I've changed from wearing glasses to contacts this time round, see if that has any effect, which...
I think it's had a major effect, Chris, by the sounds of it.
It's looking that way. And that's pretty much it, really. It's just one of them things. I've been playing half-tidy, and up to now things have sort of gone my way, which is nice.
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, it's you said to me the other day you couldn't believe it, really. I don't think we can, really.
Well, no, probably nobody can, well, to be fair. Like I've said, I probably don't feel as if I played as well as I did last year in parts, and it's just happened to be my day on a few occasions.
Yeah.
What's Kerry feeding you, Chris?
Well, plenty. I think if you see me, then I put a few pound on here and there, so it's I think that's got something to do with it.
It has been noticed actually. One of the comments we've got on the screen here. I think you're affectionately known, Chris Chubby Brown of the Crown Green Bowls world. Chris,
I've got a few nicknames.
So these contact lenses, and I mean, Lynn tried them a few years ago, and I mean, she just couldn't get used to them. She was chucking the bowls 4 and 5 yard off.
I do that in glasses, though.
No, with your glasses you'd use it 2 or 3 yards.
Oh, okay.
So it's much better. But was it easy to get used to, Chris? Just swapping, playing the glasses for so long?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I've tried wearing them over winter, really, not bowling wise, but just at work and what have you, just to generally get used to them, because it is quite a difference. Like I used to push my glasses up all the time, and the first few months of wearing my contacts, I was doing that and finding out I was just sort of nearly poking myself in the eye. But other than that, it's been fairly alright, really. I think big difference is early doors when it was properly windy and raining. People who wear glasses will know that you just can't really see properly. So even if you do wear a cap like I do, and that's been a big factor, I think, in being able to see properly, which is odd.
Yeah. We'll just run through your successes just to remind all the listeners.
Okay.
Georgian Dragon to start off with. You beat Gary Ellis 21-20 in the final. I'm told that was one hell of a game, Chris.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I played well all day, really, and then in final, Gary started off as he normally does, wrapping him round block every end, and I was just nowhere near, and it was looking, from having a healthy crowd at start at final, about halfway through, I think most of them were retired to the pub. I was quite cast adrift, really, and then I've just found a mark across the middle and managed to get back into it, really, and then sort of from 15-16 across it, we nipped and took, and again, luckily enough, I just managed to find a good couple of bowls at end, and that was that.
Yeah. Then you moved on to BAE competition, wasn't it?
That was Failsworth, yeah, that was a week before, I think. Well, I only entered that because it was like early in season. I didn't expect to be playing that many games of bowls, so I thought I'll just have a ride over, because it's not that far from our house really. It's only 50 minutes an hour, so I thought I'll just go for a chuck, and it were a chuck, because green were underwater and like a pudding, so it were happy days.
And there's a couple of competitions you've won. You're telling me two local ones. What are they, Chris?
Yeah, there's one called the Bob Ragg Shield at Dodder. That's the new one this year, like a 64 one day, and you know, that were a good field to start off with, and that I managed to win that, playing on both greens. And then the Barry O'Brien at Armthorpe, which it's a local comp. It's been running for 15, 20 years now. In memory of one of the bowlers from Armthorpe. And that was pretty special to me, because I've actually lost in every round from first all the way through to final in that over the years, and never actually won it. So I managed to win it this year, which was pretty nice.